Hello student. Now today in this session of Business Studies class 12, we will be going to discuss about the importance of the delegation of authority. As we have already discussed in the previous session that what do you mean by delegation of authority? It means when you are transferring your some of the authorities to the subordinate for completing the task. So this process when you are giving some of the task to the subordinate so that they can complete those given tasks and the overall objectives of the organization can be achieved successfully. So this process of transferring the authority from one person to another person is known as delegation of authority. Now, why this delegation of authority is needed? What is the reason for that thing? So this we have explained in this session with the help of few of the points through which you will be able to understand this thing that why delegation is necessary. First thing, importance of delegation. It reduces the workload of senior. When the seniors are overburdened with the work and by this they see that there is some effects of this thing on their working and they are not able to work in a proper manner. So by delegating some of the authorities to the subordinate, they are reducing their burden. कि अपने subordinates को कुछ authorities delegate कर देते हैं, so their burden is reduced and now they are freely working without any tension and they are focusing on the important activities of their work so that they can complete the given task on a given time period. Then the next thing that comes, it improves the quality and the quantity of the work. What we have said that when there was a load of work, so there was an effect on the working. So when this load is removed, when you have delegated your authorities to the subordinate, then definitely you have to work on those things only which are more important. So when you are working on those things, so you are totally devoted towards the work only, that is the more important task of the organization, and it naturally improves the quality of the work and it also helps in increasing the quantity and the productivity of the work. So improves quality and quantity of work. Then the next thing, that is it also provides the job satisfaction. Okay, so it enhances the job satisfaction in the subordinate. Why? Because when the subordinates are getting some of the authorities which they have to perform and they view this thing that this work was to be performed by the seniors, so they ultimately take this thing as a challenge and they accept the challenge and they try to come up with the best possible result what they can do, because they view this thing that some of the responsibilities are being given to them and they are being considered as a capable person for performing those tasks, so they accept this thing as a challenge and this gives the enhancement in the job and they are satisfied with their work. Then comes next thing related with The senior, when they are doing all these things, when they are delegating their authority, so they are focusing on more important activities. So senior, they focus on more important tasks of the organization. So what they have done, some of the lesser important tasks they have delegated to their subordinate, and now they are focusing toward the more important task only. Then comes, it provides a ground for training to the subordinate. It is a sort of training which is given to the subordinate. Okay? Why? Because when subordinate are being given some tasks by their seniors, so they knew this thing that this is the task which is done by the seniors, so it is a training for them. It is a type of training because they are getting the various type of tasks from their seniors which are of the lesser importance category to the senior, but for subordinate those tasks are very important. So this is a type of training which is being provided to the subordinate, and this helps them in the development of the subordinate. And what is the result of that thing? So when the subordinates, they know that what type of work is being done by their superiors, so they are in the position to accept the challenge as and when given to them in the near future. Then comes quick decision making. When the authorities are being delegated to the subordinate, so at that point of time what happens, the subordinates, they are also getting certain powers. So some powers are given to the subordinate, so they can take the quick decision. So quick decision making is another importance in this condition. So when you are making the use of the power to do the work, and those powers are being given to the subordinate within a prescribed limit, that what you are doing and what type of important decisions you can take for your work. So there is no need for you to come and ask every now and then or wait for the decisions from the superiors. Okay, so they have got some powers also, so that they can take some operational decision related within the limits of their work. Then comes, it also helps in the growth and the development of the organization. How the growth and development of organization will take place? The growth and development of organization take place with the expansion. Okay, so when there are the chances of expansion and the growth of the organization, it becomes easy for the organization to take this decision because they have got the number of persons who can perform the various type of tasks which are required for the growth of the organization or for the expansion of the organization, and they can be shifted to the particular position or the important position in the organization in the other department. So this opportunity can be used by the organization if they have got such type of employees who knows each and every working, what type of work is being done in the organization. Then comes the last thing, that is related with the coordination. Everywhere we are seeing this thing that the coordination is taking place, because when the seniors are allotting some work or deputing some work to the subordinates, so they are expecting something in return from them, and the subordinate also, whatever work they are doing, they are giving the report of their working to their senior. So both understand each other, both try to understand each other, and this type of understanding creates a better coordination among the various employees in the organization who are working at the different levels in the organization. So these were the points of importance. Okay? So better coordination is created. So these were the points of importance in the delegation of authority. So why delegation is needed, this we have explained with certain point of importance. Now after this, a small concept that is related with that when we are delegating the authority, so what steps or the process should be followed by us. So while delegating the authority to the subordinate, the very first thing should be known to us that we have to determine the outcome. As a superior or as a senior person, the senior should know this thing, that what is the outcome of this work. So when he knows the outcome of the particular work, then only at the second step he can assign the duties. Because when he knows this thing, that what is the outcome, what they need, so they have to discuss that thing with the delegatee or to the subordinate to whom they will be giving this task. And after doing the discussion with the delegatee, then they have to grant certain authorities. The third thing, they have to grant some of the authorities to the delegatee so that they can perform the given task. So authority should be given to them, because authority and responsibility both are going in the parallel manner. So when you have given them the assignment of duties, when you have explained them that what is needed by them and they have accepted that challenge, now you have to give them certain authority also so that they can take some of the important decisions related with their work. And lastly, you have to make them realize this thing, that they are accountable for the work also. If they have been given the rights to do those work, if they have been given the authority to perform a certain task, so if there is a failure in that performance, or if they are not able to achieve the task on time, so they should be held accountable for that. There is the answerability of the subordinate towards their seniors. So they will be answerable to the seniors only why the task is not completed on time. So this thing should be realized to them. So in this, the process of delegation, overall there are 4 steps. First, determine the outcome. Afterward, you have to assign the duties, and then you have to give them some authority, delegate certain authorities, and then create the accountability also. So today in this session we have discussed about the importance of delegation of authority and a brief description related with the process of the delegation. Hope you understand this thing very well. Thank you and have a nice day.